On Eddie Stubbs' 30th anniversary celebration, a celebrity salute to Eddie Stubbs. When I was little, I written down a quote from an NFL Hall of Famer named Floyd Little, and I put it on my bedroom door, and it said, "I dare not to be an ordinary man because it's my right to be uncommon if I can." Ladies and gentlemen, this man is uncommon. He is a rare find. He is Eddie Stubbs, and our guest of honor tonight. Would you come up and say a couple of things in closing, Eddie?
Incredible crowd here tonight. I'm not sure whether Bill said this for the benefit of the person that's listening on the radio or listening online tonight. This Radio is Theater of the Mind. This theater holds 213 people, and we've had some pretty rough weather tonight. I was getting ready to leave to come in this evening, and there was ice that was on one of my vehicles, which I was going to bring, and I didn't have time to scrape it off. So I got to thinking, gosh, there's not going to be many people there tonight, probably. But this theater is nearly full tonight. God bless you for coming, and thank you for braving the elements. Wow. I'm used to being in the spotlight, but in a supporting role. I do my commercial at the Opry, and the spotlight's on you, or I help Marty Stewart on his TV show, or back in the days when I was playing the fiddle tune, I'd come up there and do my part and just get out of the way and let the other people look good and try to help them as much as I could. But this is a pretty overwhelming thing here tonight, and it's a very, very humbling honor. I talked to several people that are in the know and done a little bit of research as best as I could. There have been some people that have worked at this station that have been honored in the past at some functions, dinners, and things such as that. But there's never been a musical tribute that has been conducted and or broadcasted until tonight. It makes me feel pretty special, and I thank you. Springer Mountain Farms Chicken, Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum have both been wanting to do something to honor me for some time. And so is the Ernest Stubbs Record Shop, who sponsors this event. I do what I do because I was put here to do it. The good Lord brought me here, and I'm just doing His will and fulfilling His mission for His purpose for me during this journey that I'm allowed to be here on this earth. All I ever wanted to be was a good hillbilly disc jockey. And to some people, they may not understand what that's about. Bill Anderson alluded to this, but it goes back to a time when the disc jockey was programming his own music. He was playing the current records of the day. He was seasoning his program with things that had come a few years before and going back and not let people forget where it came from. They were in touch with their sponsors, and they knew the kinds of cars that their listeners drove. And it was a tremendous partnership between the radio station, its listeners, the broadcaster, and the sponsors. It was a big circle. And I just dreamed that I'd have that opportunity because I got to listen to DJs back growing up on little AM stations. But I've gotten to live that dream to come and work at the greatest radio station in the world. And that's not just in my words. Disc Jockey Hall of Famer T. Tommy Contreras said that. And it's pretty incredible to know that you could be on a station of this power at night and be heard in 38 states and parts of Canada, and now the last person that's on live in this market on the radio, and be able to still play some of your own music and play 78s and talk about the music and the people who made it. To me, my role as a broadcaster was to be able to bring the music to the listener when the artists couldn't be there to do it themselves. That was my job, and that is still what I feel like my job is to do. A lot of people today have seen Nicole around here. There she is. Come here. Come here. Come here. This person here has worked so tirelessly on this event, and she's put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of hours into this. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. She really has. Bill Cody, you've done a tremendous job of hosting this event, and I thank you so much. This wonderful band up here. Thank all you guys. I didn't know a whole lot about what was happening tonight, but I knew that Jimmy Capps was going to be putting a band together for this. And when I saw him backstage at the Opry Friday night, I thanked him in advance for what was going to happen. And he said, Eddie, I need you to pray for me. And he said, I need you to pray for us. I said, man, you're great. You've been on all these sessions. And my golly, you played with the Lubin brothers. Are there any questions? You know? And he said, you don't understand. This has got to be right. I said, you always do it right. He said, no, this has got to be the best it can be because it's for you. Thank you very much. To every artist who came here tonight, Gene Watson mentioned making 2 trips from Texas. What an honorable thing for you to do, sir. And to Ray Price to come up here. And Ray, as you know, has been battling some medical issues. And for him to make this trip, to just come here and be here tonight is just a very humbling honor to each and every artist who came and gave of their time and the words that they said. To every musician who was up here on this stage and those who accompanied, and Michelle got up and helped sing. It's very, very kind of you to each of you to do this here. And I'm very thankful. I'll always be grateful. To the technical staff here, who all the people that are behind the scenes, you know, all these folks have looked good, and this has been a great event, but it wouldn't be what it is without all the people behind the scenes who have made everybody up here look good, and I thank all of them as well. We appreciate our sponsors on WSM, all of them, and especially the people that we're honored to do endorsements for. And it's just an overwhelming thing to be in this position here tonight. So many memories come to my mind. When Larry Stevenson was up there and started the show, Larry heard me on my very first job in radio. He's the only person in the music business that I know of that got to hear me there and has heard me on every station I worked. Hearing Ricky Skaggs do Angel on My Mind, That's Why I'm Walking. What a great country record. But I was reminded of Melvin Inslee, the man that wrote that song. He also wrote Singing the Blues and Knee Deep in the Blues that were big records for Marty Robbins. He was a crippled man and spent the majority of his life in a wheelchair. And he lived down in Arkansas, and he used to listen to us every night. He's no longer with us. And when Gene Watson sang, Got No Reason Now for Going Home, I remember Johnny Russell would listen to us on Saturday mornings when we had a request show. And he was in bad shape medically. And he had to go for dialysis treatments 3 times a week. And he would plan his dialysis treatment on Saturday morning around listening to our show. He said the only problem was the treatments took 5 hours and the show only lasted 4. A lot of things to be thankful for here tonight. Every person, I don't want to start naming names because I'd leave somebody out, but you've made me very happy tonight. I'm very honored, I'm very humbled, I'm very proud. There's not a day that goes by that I don't thank God for the many blessings he's given me. He's allowed me to live a dream. He's allowed me to come to this city and to live out a dream and listen and work on a radio station that I listened to as a kid, 650 miles away at night, and never dreaming that I'd be able to be here. But I'm so thankful for this honor this evening. And I thank God for this opportunity and for his many blessings. And again, thank you for being with us. And God bless each of you. And to you who are listening on the radio, thank you, pal.
Your guest of honor, I give you Eddie Stubbs. Good night, Eddie. I'm Bill from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in downtown Nashville in the Ford Theater, a celebrity salute to 30 years in radio, Edward Lawrence Stubbs. You're a special man. Good night, everybody. Good night, Eddie.
Eddie Stubbs Show is being brought to you by the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. They're open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can log on to countrymusichofoffame.org, or if you wish, give them a call at 615-416-2001.